Hi everyone, Mrs. Fayetta here, and it is week 4, and this is the week 4 update. So I like doing the updates on Tuesday because I post the new assignments on Monday, and then I read all the questions and comments on Monday. That way I know what to talk about on Tuesday. And if you still are confused, our Zoom meeting this week is on Wednesday. There's no school on Friday. So this week's Zoom meeting is only on Wednesday. I believe I said it later because a lot of you guys were telling me it's 10:30 was too early. So I think this week it's at 1 o'clock. Please check the Google Stream, and I posted the different times. Now, I wanted to clarify this week's lesson. It's on Google Sheets. I am going to extend the date because as I was doing the work, it took me longer than I thought, but I did break it down for you. And I think that this week's a little better because I broke it down by video if you click on Google Sheets Part 1, and I gave you the sheet that you can work on if you needed one. Now, a question was, can I just use Google Sheets for Part 1 and 2? And the answer is yes, you can use it for both 1 and 2. So in Google Classroom, it looks like this, and everybody has their own copy. And what I did, because it was a little bit confusing for some on how to get the Google Sheet, I actually broke it down by video link, and up here is the template and sheet that you need. Um, as you can see, they have 7 parts to this. This is a wrap up, so he just kind of summarizes. There's nothing to do in that one. And number 1 is just an introduction of what you are going to learn. So if there are 7 parts, you could really think of it as 5 things that you need to do. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but for me, that was a lot easier to get through. Part 1 actually took me, it said recommended time 55 minutes. It took me about 40 minutes because it was pretty basic and I just followed along. Part 2 took me a little bit longer, and I'm going to show you what I did for part 2. You don't need a new sheet, but if you would like to start over, go ahead. So on part 2, they have 8 different parts. But as I said, the first part's introduction and part 8 is wrap up. So really, you just have to do 6 things, like 6 tasks. Oops. If you think of it like that, it's a lot easier to get through. For me, part 2, this took a little bit of time. The creating filters, using and viewing filters. I'm not going to lie, it took me about 2.5 hours. Okay, recommended time 95 minutes. I kept on rewinding the video. I will show you how I did it. So here on this tab, you can see that I have it open to the video links that I put in there for you. And I'm not signed in. I'm just watching the videos, so there's no need to sign in. And I just clicked on part 1 and part 2, and I just followed along. It took a long time, so I'm going to extend the date till probably May 1st. For everything. Google Docs Part 1 and Part 2, Google Sheets Part 1 and Part 2. Now, I just want to remind you that I did start assigning all of these things, like using Gmail, Drive, Hangouts, starting April 6th, week 2, and I've extended it to May 1st. So please take your time, and if you just even do 20 minutes a day, you can get a lot done, 20 to 30 minutes a day. I know you guys are on the screen a lot. So what I did was, for instance, I clicked on the video that I am going to watch, and I also have my sheets. As you can see, if you're looking at the top of my screen, I'm toggling back and forth. But for me, the way I like to work is I just pull the tab out. That way I have my work right here. And if you have an extra monitor, that's great, because then you could see it here. Or what I saw some students doing in the past, they were looking on their phone, they were watching on the videos on their phone, and they were working from their laptops. That's probably better too. So this is what I gave you. It looks like this, the starter project lesson. And what I do is I watch a little bit. as you can control the speed right here. You can go normal, fast, slow. Um, so what I do is I watch. So this one on Google Sheets Part 2, I had to keep rewinding because it was a little more difficult than Part 1. But when you're all done, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Here's my Sheets Part 1. When you're all done, if you can see the very bottom of my screen, let me make it smaller. So this is the original one, and then I did Part 1. Oops. And, oh, I don't know why it's not working. Okay, here it is. And I have, this was all Part 1. This is what took about 40 minutes. And then for Part 2, I decided just to add on to it. That's why my sheet's called Part 1 and Part 2. So this is when I was working on the filters. This is how yours should look. My computer's lagging right now, probably because everyone here is on Zoom. Oh, this is my filters. And then I continued to add. So all I'm doing is I'm watching the videos and doing it at the same time. So when people are submitting this to me, if it doesn't look like the videos, then I'm returning it back to you, because some people are submitting it to me with just this very first part. That means you only did Part 1. So please do not submit it until you are completely done with it. So anyway, I hope that helps. I hope it helps how I broke it down for you in the assignment. If you still don't understand, please log in to our Zoom meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All the codes are posted. I want to say that on the Google certification test, which we'll be taking probably mid-May, this is the hardest part, or the Google Sheets. The other ones are not so hard. And remember, you only have 90 minutes, so you want to be able to do this quickly. Starting April 6th, I did assign Drive. Gmail and Hangouts were optional to create an account, but I highly recommend that you watch it and you know how to do the specific skills in each one. Google Docs Part 1, Part 2, and Sheets Part 1 and Part 2. I will have due in May, but if you think you finished everything, go ahead and turn it in. But if it's not complete, once again, I will return it. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you still need help. I'm happy to help you. I'm available to screencast, or even you can call me on my Google number. It's on right here on my computer, 275-0197. I connected it to my phone now. So if you ever need to text or ask a question that's urgent, please let me know. One thing also that I updated this week was the daily question. I like the way that I did it this week compared to weeks 1, 2, and 3, because it just gives us one form per week, and I can look at everybody's response every single day. I don't have to look through so many tabs and so many separate 1,500 texts per week. It's per week is what I was looking at. I like it how it's all on one page per week. So you need to make sure that you sign in every day, because I can see if you are on. I can see your revision history. So if it is Monday, please check in on Monday. If it is Tuesday, check in on Tuesday, and so forth. And that's how I give you credit for the week. I can see if you're on it. I will show you right now. Give me a moment. So I can see everybody's. So far, period 1, is this period 1, is following directions. No one turned it in, but I can see it as you are working on it each day. If you accidentally turn it in, that's fine. I will return it to you because, like I said, it's not due till the end of the week at 11:59. This week it's due on Thursday. And if you want to turn it in because you have an urgent message for me, please do so. And then I will read it and then I will return it to you. So I hope you all have a great week. I hope to see you tomorrow on Zoom. Just even if you don't have a question, come and say hello. I would love to see your face or your icon that you put up on the screen, hear your voice. Great job, everyone, for turning in the work. The past, this is week 3.5, 4, week 4. I only have, I want to say, 2 people not turning in the assignments. So that is pretty awesome that everybody is doing their best. I'm really proud of you. Make sure you check in every single day. My Google Voice, please contact me. I want you to be able to ask me questions if you have it. And for the people, the 11 people that passed the test, I do have opportunities for you to get certified and other things. And I will have more information on that on Wednesday. So please check in. But you guys will get started on May 1st. And I will let you know how that works, whether you're an 8th grader or a 7th grader and you're not going to be at Wilson next year. You can still get started on that if it's something that you are interested in. So hope to see you tomorrow at the Zoom meeting. Have a great week. Remember, there's no school on Friday. I'll talk to you guys later.